First year that they've actually gone through the whole pre-mating rituals. And this is our third season of having them, and we've had a mated pair every year. And this is the first year that they've actually gone through the whole pre-mating rituals and all the cool behavior. We just, every day, I mean, in the morning before you take off for work, you see them. And we've had several times where there are two males courting the same female, and they do these dives, and he'll actually around, and I think the male just goes on showing off for weeks. It's just great fun to watch. Seems like the last couple of fall trying to get into our house. And since they've started this, both birds feeding, I bet you they're 8 mice a day. All day night, and a butterfly out the door and tossed the butterfly up, and it flew about 15 feet in the air, and the kestrel came out of the tree and swooped down and grabbed it in midair, and I'm going, well, short-lived life for that butterfly. But butterflies, mice, I think after it rains and night crawlers are out, we've seen them swoop down. They must be grabbing night crawlers.
I found a picture in a book, a magazine, and then I did a watercolor of it because it was of the male. And that kind of gives you an idea of the colors, how pretty they are. And this little loose feather here, whenever they sit like that, they constantly are fluffing up their feathers and preening. Pretty fun to watch. That's what
there he is. He's got food. Okay, let's see if she comes out of the box. There she is. Comes, gets the food. Robin dive bombs him. Cool. And there he is sitting on top. Yep, that's him. So she came, snagged the food from him. Now she's gonna go.
Kestrels, you know. Yeah. All the time. Everybody knows that we have kestrels here. And the neighbors want to do the same. They're talking about putting up nests as well.
There, I got it.
Yeah. Did you get
One year, a screech owl decided to live in the birdhouse over the winter. And we really didn't mind that because the kestrels usually chase everything away in the spring. But the owl was a pretty tough predator, and it apparently caught the female kestrel inside the house and killed her. And we realized that she was gone, and our son helped us get up to the birdhouse, and we found the remains of the female kestrel in there. We cleaned out the house, and the male went out and found himself another mate for the summer, but it was a real tragedy.
Were they?
They need an open area where they can hunt.
And if so, what kind of habitat would they need?
They need an open area where they can hunt. You would have to be adjacent to some farmland perhaps, or wooded area, or just plain sagebrush hills. Our kestrels have been eating primarily mice and voles and snakes and lizards. We see them bring those back all the time, and in tough times they can live on grasshoppers. With their wings spread, they remind me of a World War II fighter plane, the way they make their turns, the bank turns, and They just make the other birds around here look like pedestrians.
And hunt. And one of the funny things is that I never see a bird get out until the other bird's already in. So there's 2 adult birds in there, and then one will finally pop out. It must be really crowded when they're both in that little box, especially when I think when I first saw the female go into the box and take the mouse, I called up a friend and I said, "We're gonna have babies." And they looked at me, they heard my voice and they're like, "No, this is not good." I'm like, "No, baby falcons." So it's like having another member of the family in a whole nother part of the house that you have to keep an eye on.